This Lion fan base, Coach, they have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Pistol. Here we go. Here we go.
A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, Delta.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And that's caught by Smith. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. Mayfield down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
First down, Atlanta.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Mayfield on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mayfield. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd down, Mayfield gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's caught. Smith. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready? Blue waiting. 57 to Mike. Cut.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Play action now. Winston. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Check 37. Check 37. Wait. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Their boy down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And Eifert has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Conner. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch twist.
Throwing, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On third down, it's Connor. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's go. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Get him, boy.
30-yard line.
Ready? Blue lady. Check 55, Mike. I got you. I got you, son. I got you, son. Kill. Hey. Kill. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Flip it.
From the 30 on second down, Winston. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Second and 1 at the 6-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
I can't believe they even let you play.
On second down, Connor looking for space. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 6-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Brandon, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means.
Let's go.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Regular.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play.
Let's go. Let's go.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a pass hauled in downfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket, that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Let's get it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Mayfield. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Flush to his right. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2, past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Working out of the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Nassib. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. To try again after the sack. Winston, he's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff. Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit. Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter. I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay.
But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. Hey, stop. Alert 3.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Winston now to throw on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Winston. Wide open receiver complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Falcons say they have it. They do.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got Miller. And it's going to be another first down as he'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down, Falcons.
Mayfield now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Jameis to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
A give running right is counter. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's go. Watch the edge. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Green, triple T. Let's go. It's time to play.
From the 39, Winston going for the deep ball. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Rush in.
Now Winston. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line.
7 yards. That's another Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jameis now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Conner, and an alley to run. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Right back to Conner here on 1st. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result.
Black 22. Check 55, Mike. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Flip it. Let him go.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, Hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run with Love. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Back to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Hey, alert 33. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey.
On first down, here's Love. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
At the Lions' 11-yard line.
180. Up. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Mayfield to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Point it right. He's coming. Double up.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Yeah, he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Saquon Barkley with time running out, and the Falcons have retaken the lead.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Let's go. Do it.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, stop. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It's 4th down.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been 1 game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.